Hey friends, today we're working on a Nitty Gritty Kitty. We're gonna do this one up real proper like. I hope you enjoy it. Jimmy doesn't lie, we are working on a Nitty Gritty Kitty. And this has seen some better days. Looks like it's been painted 1, 2, 3 times, at least. And someone so graciously sanded the old paint off, so that leaves us with a little bit of a mess. That is our zinc showing through right there, so I don't know where our factory paint went. Looks like this was possibly an orange car. I was hoping to do something newer. I got a bunch of new colors in. Got some aqua. We got that new badass teal green that I've been raving about. This guy, it's not teal. I got the, let's call it Mercedes green. I got Mercedes green, so that's a cool color. And it's true, I do want to do a clear coat on this car. I think we're going to have a way nicer result than just plain old decals on top of Spectraflame. So hopefully everything works out. That's what we're going to do today. Say bye, Jimmy. And I'm going to just give this a little bit of a... It's real good. It's real good. Let's get this front to pop. Come on, baby. Here we go. That's what we needed. A little dusty, but pretty clean overall. Happy with that. Relatively minty interior. Just a little bit of paint there we're going to have to clean up. A little bit of paint cleanup to do, a little bit of polishing to do. Shouldn't be too bad. One thing we are going to have to do is get this motor out of here. And it pains me to say it, but we got to drill this out, and we're going to replace that little star mushroom with a screw later.
20 minutes later.
I bought one of these a while back. Pretty cheap. Diamond points. Got a whole variety. Look at the options here. This will be good for plastic, metal, whatever. So in my situation, I got to get this little star pattern out of here. I think I'm going to use this little bulb. We'll give that a try. I haven't used these yet, obviously, because I just opened them up. Ultimately, I got it out by just putting the back of my pick in here, and I gave it a little bit of a pry, and it just popped all that crusty gold paint. Alright, so I'm ready to paint strip this, and we will see what kind of mess we are left with. Ooh, see that? In the reflection, right here. That's the remnants of the old speed stripe. The remnants. So that's a good sign that there's some speed stripe left on there. I didn't see any up here, so I'm scared, but... We are back. What we got here? It's 3,000. It's 400. I'm gonna start off with an 800. Got some sanding marks on the roof. Need to have a look at. See, those scratches are gonna show through the paint, so it's unacceptable. See how uneven this trunk is? I'm gonna go ahead and file that baby smooth. Not the finest casting job on this thing. Looks better. Not so crusty. We're going to do our posts, and then I'm going to go clean this. You can see how my drill mark was off center. It's kind of crappy, but you know, this is where we have a chance to redeem ourselves. Same at the back. We're just going to flatten this out a little bit. Alright, so we're back with our body. I did a little bit of polishing on this one, but I want to do some more. I'm going to go back to using our metal glow, because I want to experience just how shiny we can get this car. So far I'm impressed by this product, and it just came to me randomly. Gonna smear some of this around here. It's all gonna end up on my arm. We should end up with a crazy finish. It's pretty good. Hey. Hello. So here comes our Aqua. I've given this a pretty good shake off camera. We're doing about 10 drops. So if you guys remember, I was talking about buying a spare airbrush. I picked one up over the holidays. I bought a Clips HPCS. This has got solvent resistant needle packing. Super nice airbrush. Should do as fine. Supposed to do a hairline up to about 2 inches. Supposed to be a little bit more reliable. And yeah. So I'll use the Talon as a backup. I think this will be my new main airbrush. It's almost twice the price. Got a little baby filter. A little bit of paint. Wow. Cool. Alright, here we go. So I got a pretty good coat on there. It's not quite a wet look, but that's okay. I'm going to be pulling that off with the Clearcoat. But for now, this is all I wanted to accomplish. It looks pretty good. Alright, so our car is back from paint, and a lot of guys would stop here and say that looks real good, but we're going to go the extra mile. What I got here is a sticker set from Redline Shop. I'm going to make it a number 2 car. Also, let me just snip these open. I got some sponsorship decals here. We got Moon Eyes, we got a Hurst shifter, Champion spark plugs, Firestone tires. We're going to put some little drag racing decals on this car. So my plan is, these are not decals, these are stickers. What the plan is, I'm going to stick on a bunch of stickers here and make this car look all sweet, and then we're going to clear coat the whole thing and seal these stickers and decals in all in one shot. So to assist in putting these stickers on, I got some soapy water here. So I'm going to soap down the body of the car and then put the stickers on, and then it's going to give me a little bit of time to kind of wiggle around the stickers, and that way I don't mess anything up. That's what my plan is anyways. So I want to use this guy as an example as where my stickers need to go. It looks like it's just to the right of the blower intake, and I don't have an engine in mind. That's okay. We'll start with the roof one and we'll go from there. We're going to have to be real careful. So I'm going to put down a little bit of water first. And if you didn't use the water, you might stick these on, and that would be it. You know, wherever it goes, that's where it is. So a little bit of water is going to help us today with getting these things where they need to be. So we're going to kind of treat it like a decal, even though it's a sticker. This is going to be such a cool car. I can't wait. I don't really like how they trimmed the corner off that sticker there, but I guess I don't really have a choice at this point. Now after 5-10 minutes, once some of this water just evaporates, any part of the decal or the sticker that's lifted up, you'll be able to squish down. So not a big deal if the front is lifted a little bit. Not a big deal. Could possibly go over just a hair. I love that this stripe is offset. It's super cool. There we go. We gave this a few minutes just to kind of evaporate a little bit, and now she's sticking right on there, real nice. I think I'm happy with that. I'll just give that a couple minutes. Let some of that evaporate. Cool. So that's our stripe. It's looking real good. We got these door stickers. They look pretty big, but I checked it out and they are accurate. They're supposed to be pretty big. I got this cool tool. Let me show you here. I was at the stationery store and I picked up this. And it's got all your hole sizes. And this isn't like the drawing section. But what I've been using it for is just measuring out what size these stickers are. So this one is 7.14 millimeters. And it could be this one. 19/64ths. And I looked, and you know, they're not all the same, depending on what kind of car you're using. So if you're making your own, you can kind of just measure things out with this little template, and this costs you just a couple bucks, just a flimsy piece of plastic, so that'll pay for itself just in frustration. Just gotta give that a second. It's still pretty juicy. Just let that do its thing for a minute. Okay, in the meanwhile, let's pick out what we want here. Just set these aside. We definitely want some moon eyes. Those are real cool. We definitely need some Hearst shifter action. Nitty Gritty Kitty, probably factory 4-speed car, right? Very cool. Maybe we'll do the Firestones. So we'll save the rest of these for another project. Maybe we'll put the moon eyes down there. Since this car was polished when we painted it, this paint is super fragile. So you gotta be real careful. If only you guys knew how much I was sweating putting these things on, like freaking out. Alright, so our base I cleaned up with the regular lime out treatment. If you are unfamiliar with the lime out treatment, watch the video for the super van. I basically have this bathroom cleaner that is really good at eating away oxidation, and I soak it in there for about 4 minutes and I scrub it clean with a brass brush. And you end up with a pretty minty brand new type of base. So I'm ready to put some wheels on this bad boy, and we're going to put some big old booties. Big old booties in the back of this car today. Just going to use my little tool here to make sure I get them all the way onto the bearings. I spent so much time on the body for this thing. I think it was worth it. I do have a confession. After the first clear coat, I actually dropped the car on the floor. I don't know what happened. It's just clear coating away like usual, and then all of a sudden my hand just opened up and I dropped the car. But I did what I could to save it. I think it looks pretty good. Might add a little bit of character to it. I don't know. It's what it is, you know. Alright, our base is ready to go. All this needs now is a little bit of a polish. Oh yeah, polishing compound. A pretty good job getting that nice and shiny, so that is good. Last thing I had to work on was the interior, and it had just a little bit of paint right here, a little bit of paint right there. I literally gave it just a little bit of a scrape with a pick, cleaned this up with a toothbrush, and it is ready to go. In case you guys are curious, this is a normal Sharpie. This is a fine Sharpie. These are excellent for doing hobby stuff. Look how small the tip is on this little guy. Excellent for doing things. So anyone who needs something cheap for taillights, get yourself one of these Sharpies, because they are nice and teeny. I have an acrylic pen that I normally use for doing this, but it does not have a point anywhere near that sharp. So this is very convenient and affordable. Bloop, 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 bloop. It's very nice. All right. I dropped this car on the floor in the middle of Clearcoat, so it's not perfect. They're never perfect, no matter how hard you try. There's always something. You always had one too many beers and drop your car on the floor. So I'm using just self-tapping screws to hold everything together nicely. I don't need to tap these. Since the screw itself is harder than the material that the body is made out of, they just tap themselves. I'd say that's looking pretty good considering I dropped it on the floor. Totally wasn't my intention. The first layer of clear coat got a little bit messed up, but overall, she's still pretty sweet looking. If you'd like to own this car, leave this video a thumbs up. I really liked it. I think it turned out pretty sweet. I love the little extra decals I put on there. Things looking real good considering what we started with. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you tune in to the next one. I should be working on something this weekend, so you can expect that. Thanks for watching, guys. Yes, which one is my favorite now? I don't know. I love them both.